Welcome back to another episode of the Breadwinner Energy Podcast. We are back. We're back. I told you guys on the last episode that I was batching podcast episodes, and so I was going to have to change outfits in between. I didn't change my earrings or my hair, but I did change my top. So I should probably spend more time like getting beautiful for these since I'm batching them so that when these do go out on social, like I don't look like a rat. But I also don't have time. You know what I mean? Like when I put the baby down for a nap, it's a gamble. Like she could be up in 30 minutes or she could be up in an hour and 30 minutes. And so I have limited amounts of time to get all of this done. And so I just don't have time. Maybe I'll prioritize it. Okay. Let's get into today's episode. I am talking to you guys about one-on-one versus group coaching. I am a firm believer, and this is literally a hill I will die on, that you do not need to one-to-one coach before you group coach. I just don't believe that you need to do it. You don't have to one-to-one coach to be successful, to get experience before you're a group coach, because this is the thing. Even if you one-to-one coach and then you move into group coaching, you're still going to have drama around group coaching because you're going to be like, I've never done it before because I've only one-to-one coached. And how do I know this? Because I've literally seen it from students. They're like, I just need a one-on-one coach first to get the experience, to feel better, to be more confident. I'm like, okay, sure. Like, I'm not going to fight you on this. Go for it. And then they do that for a little bit. And they're like, I do wish I had a group because I feel like it would be better, be easier on my schedule, like whatever, all the things I teach. Yes, obviously I know this. And then they're like, but I'm just nervous because I've never group coached before. Exactly. Which is why you should just start group coaching anyway, because it's going to be nerve-wracking no matter what. It's going to be new no matter when you start. So you might as well just do it. You might as well just start so that you can get the experience. And not to mention, all of my students change their programs. Like within time, things change. Within 6 months, a year, your program changes, your audience changes. And I'm not saying it like everything's going to change. I'm saying it like you're going to grow as a coach, right? You're going to grow into new things that you see in your program. So as you start group coaching, like Academy year 1 versus now Academy year 3 is very different, because I've coached so many women through this program that I have made it better for now. For what my students have needed now, I've made it better because of that experience. But had I never group coached, I would have never known what needed done. I would have never known what needed updated or changed or made better. And so I literally had to group coach first in order to make those decisions, right? So you might as well just do it first. I posted this on Threads a couple days ago, and I said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you don't need one-to-one coaching before creating a successful group coaching program. And someone wrote back and said, so true. I held myself back for so long because I didn't have a full one-to-one program yet. And I launched a group anyway, and it sold out. I've also had many students come into my programs and start with group coaching before they've ever coached before. Like they've never coached in their life, and they start with group and have already made sales, have already filled programs. And one of them even made her first 10K month within 30 days of launching her group coaching program. Never coached a day in her life, never had a group coaching program, launched it and made $10,000. She went on to make like 6 figures in 9 months or something like that. So my point is that you absolutely do not need one-to-one coaching first. You don't. And I don't like, you don't need the experience. And I'm putting this in quotes if you're watching on video, and you don't need lots of students to be able to have a group coaching program, right? And so for some of you might even have people in your audience right now who aren't buying one-to-one coaching because they want to be in a group, because group coaching is a community. Group coaching is being surrounded by like-minded women. A group coach is where a group program is where you get to mastermind with elite level women who are in the place that you're in, where you feel seen and you feel heard and you feel like, wow, I'm not the only one going through this. Not to mention, group gets you so many better, faster, quicker results because you're in the group, right? Like our programs, our women make more money because they're in a group together, because they're learning from each other, because they're collaborating, they're networking, they're hiring each other, they have advice for each other, because there's so many diverse perspectives in the group. Because As a coach, I know what I know. Like I know what I'm good at, right? But I don't know what everyone else in my program knows. There's always something to learn. Like I learn from my students just as much as they learn from me because they're good at what they're good at, right? Like we have a doula in our coaching program. Like she's good at birth. She's good at doula services. We had a lactation consultant. That's what she's good at. Do you know how many times I have reached out to these women for support as a mother, right? One of them I even hired as my doula. One of them, social media manager. She is a social media coach. I hired her as my social media manager. One of them is really, really good at systems, and she helps moms and women and working moms build systems in their life and their business. I hired her as my operations manager. One of them is really good at time management and productivity and procrastination, and she's a procrastination coach. I hired her as a co-coach in my program. See what I mean? Because this is the thing is when you're in these programs with these women, they're really good at what they're good at. What I'm good at is helping you build a business. What I'm good at is marketing. What I'm good at is sales. What I'm good at is seeing the gaps in your business and helping you build the most amazing elite group coaching program. But what you're good at is something completely different, right? Like, and I'm going to read to you guys on our roster of the people that we've currently helped, like how many coaches we've currently helped and what types of coaches they are. And I'm reading it because there's so many that I already know I'm leaving some out. But so we've helped relationship coaches, life coaches, mom coaches, special needs coach, weight loss coach, confidence coach, postpartum coach, doula coach, business coach, Facebook ads coach, copy coach, holistic coach, wedding professional coach, photography coach, social media coach, bookkeeping coach, freelancer coach, dentist coach, brand coach, retail coach, style coach, virtual assistant coach, systems coach, HR coach, time management coach, organization coach, sales coach, self-worth coach, trauma coach, money coach, divorce coach, homeschool coach, lactation, and podcast coaches. That is a wide range of expertise in one freaking room together. One room. These women, these mothers, these wives, these business owners are in one room together. Do you know how much expertise they have? Do you know how much knowledge is in that room? Do you know how much networking is in that room? Somebody in this group will know something. If I don't, or a co-coach doesn't know, somebody in this group will know because there's such a wide range of women and expertise in this group that somebody will always know something, or they will know somebody who knows something, right? The community, the connections, the networking, the relationships are literally endless. You get quicker information. You get more information quicker. You get diverse perspectives. You get more coaching because you get even coaching from your community. Like we have the most hands-on community in our programs. And I'm not just saying that, like the testimonials speak for themselves, right? You get more access to learn from others and you get networking and hiring opportunities. So I also quickly want to read to you guys a few things that are the women in our group or who have been in our group previously have said about the program, because again, the community piece is what people want, right? People want community. People want to be in rooms with other women who get it, who see them. And so one of them said, this group, the group of ladies inside Academy is unlike any other community I've ever been a part of. Let me get down to the rest of these because everyone, like when I ask, what is your favorite part of this program? Every single person says the community. And that to me means everything, because that means that I'm doing my job as a leader to make sure that I am bringing in the most amazing community for these women. And they're doing their job as being the most amazing community to one another. But that is exactly what group does. So Courtney said, when I say there's no other better community than Tay's program, I mean it. We help each other out, support each other through hard times, show up for each other. I've purchased even more programs through being in this program than ever before. The referrals are phenomenal and you cannot beat this best community, right? Amazing. So amazing. Courtney, she said, what did she say? Sorry, we have two Courtneys and I'm trying to scan and read at the exact same time. But she said this is one of the best communities she's ever been in and the referrals are endless. Let's see. Having a leader like Tay to guide and coach you, as well as all the support you get from the amazing clients in the group, is incredible. You're never going to find someone that cares more about your success, right? The community of women is so encouraging and inspirational. Being in the Academy is one of the best decisions I ever made for my life and my business. Yeah, like I'm telling you guys right now, the community in itself is what makes it. I've made my investment back, met the most amazing community of women that I'm lucky to call my friends to grow as a person and CEO with. Like you just can't beat having that support, having that group of women. And like when you think to yourself, who am I to create a group coaching program? I want you to think, who am I not to? Because you're being the leader to bring together the most amazing group of women to learn and support one another. Like that is truly what women want. That is truly what women need, what they're looking for. And so I am truly a firm believer that you do not need a one-to-one coach first. And you're actually possibly even doing your clients a disservice by offering one-to-one coaching first, because all you're worrying about is yourself. You're worrying about you. Like, am I good enough? Am I capable? Who am I? Will I make enough money? Will I have enough sales? Will I have enough people? When in reality, if you thought more about your students and what would be best for them, which is being in a group, being in a community, having like-minded women in their back pocket, then it would be a no-brainer decision to create a group first, right? You don't need a one-to-one coach first. You just don't. If you are like, this is me, I've always thought I need one-to-one coaching first, or I'm currently one-to-one coaching and I want to move into group, but I have no idea how, shoot me a DM on Instagram at @itstaydaniels_LLC. Tell me all about it. We'll chat about it. I'll give you direction, right? My DMs are always open. It's always me if you're DMing on that page. And I'm never the type of person that's going to push you into something that I don't think that you're going to be a good fit for. And the reason I don't do this is because that's going to be a waste of my time. It's going to be a waste of your time. It's going to be a waste of my community's time, because I build very, very tight-knit, hands-on communities of women who want to truly be there and support each other. And if that's not going to be you, it's not going to be a good fit either way. So whenever someone comes into my DMs to ask me questions, I'm always going to give you really good advice. I'm always going to give you like my best feedback from a place of genuinely caring and not from, you should be in my program, right? Because if I don't think you should be in my program, I'm straight up going to tell you that. Like, I don't think this is a good fit for you. And I might even refer you to someone who might be a better fit, but I will not sell you into a program that I truly don't think is a good fit for you, because it's not a good fit for me. So don't ever be afraid to come into my DMs, say hello, introduce yourself. Tell me if you listen to a podcast, what was your favorite episode, and tell me where you're at. Are you one-to-one coaching? Are you group coaching already, but it's not as profitable as you want it to be? Or have you not even started and you want to coach, but you're like, I just don't even know where to start? Come over, DM me. As always, thank you guys so much for listening, and I will chat with you on the next episode.